hold on just a minute. We're really good at following directions, so hang on a second. Do we need to evacuate?
Crystal ran down to see.
We gotta go? All right, we're now going to leave and come back again. So, where do we, Crystal, can you raise your hand? Where do we go? Okay, hang on just a second. Okay. All right, we're going to go out this door and that way. Well, I guess we've had an inaugural event today, because I don't think anybody remembers that we've ever had a fire alarm during pinning. So thank you for your patience. And before we officially get started, I wanted to call out Natalie. Natalie, where are you? Could you stand up? So Natalie showed off her gymnastic skills. Her pin went over the fence by the Red Cedar River, and in her dress, without high heels on, she mounted the fence and got her pin, and she is back. And so with that, let's go to an official start. Laurel? All right, here we go. Hi, my name is Lee Small, and as the Dean of the College of Nursing at Michigan State University, I am pleased to welcome you here today for the College of Nursing Summer 2025 Commencement and Pinning Ceremony. Would everyone now, because I know you haven't had enough exercise, please stand as you are able for the Star Spangled Banner performed by the Lansing Concert Band Brass Quintet. Thank you. You can please be seated now. I would like to extend a special welcome to all the family and friends of our graduates. As members of our Student Support Network, you have played a pivotal role in their academic success. Today, we celebrate the graduates of the Accelerated Second Degree Bachelor's of Science in Nursing program students, the traditional Bachelor's of Science Nursing program students, and the RN to BSN students. So welcome today. Each student has completed a very rigorous didactic and clinical coursework to meet the Bachelor of Science in Nursing requirements. We are pleased that each of these graduates has chosen the nursing profession at a time where there is a critical shortage of nurses. and we are very proud to have them represent Michigan State University College of Nursing. They are part of a proud 75-year tradition of Spartan nurses, contributing to citizens' healthcare in Michigan and worldwide. This is the part where they say applause. Graduation is a very exciting time. It marks a significant accomplishment in the lives and represents both an end and a beginning, and some of you may feel in that spot right now. These graduates are starting a career in one of the most essential and trusted healthcare professions identified by Americans for the last 23 consecutive years, according to the Gallup annual Most Honest and Ethical Professions poll. Nurses are individuals that are with other patients during every critical passage in their life. In fact, everyone in this room probably knows where an expert nursing care was necessary for themselves or a loved one. Our graduates know what high quality care is, and they are well prepared to provide it. We are proud of them, and we will follow their careers with much enthusiasm, so keep your LinkedIn up to date. Class of 2025, you have completed, and maybe not a lot of people tell you this, one of the top 10 most difficult bachelor's degrees in the United States. And this is with engineering and many other very, very arduous degrees. The difficulty of this program is attributed to rigorous coursework. You all can attest to that, right? Demanding problem solving and high level of abstract thinking that is required. And you exercised that in just a few moments ago, right? The faculty and I look forward to our new relationship with you as our colleagues, and we hope that you will share your future successes, of which you will have many. The entire College of Nursing community is celebrating these graduates today. I think there are 60 of you, one of our largest summer classes. The faculty have made significant contributions to the continued success of each and every one of our students and to the field of nursing as a whole. Every semester has offered unique challenges, even today. However, our dedicated faculty quickly adapt to these challenges while meeting their students' needs in the classrooms and in the clinical setting. I cannot thank them enough for their hard work. I ask them to stand and be recognized. Thank you. I also want to recognize the hard work of our outstanding College of Nursing staff. They are the backbone of our college. They contribute to support our faculty and our students, and they provide exceptional service to our college community. Please raise your hand and let's applaud them. And now it is my honor and a privilege to introduce our keynote speaker this morning. Her name is Myrna Holland, and she's a graduate of MSU College of Nursing, Bachelor of Science Nursing in the class of 1962. She received her Master's of Science in Nursing in 1965 from Wayne State University. We'll forgive that. Okay. Myrna had an accomplished 63-year career as in nursing, starting out as a staff nurse at William Beaumont Hospital from 1962 to 1964, and then in 1965 she took the position as a staff nurse at Providence Hospital in Southfield, Michigan, where she spent 37 years in different nursing roles, including clinical instructor, patient care educator, and director of nursing until she retired in 2002. Myrna's accomplishments include leading, planning, managing, and evaluating patient care units, personnel, programs, and projects. She is a member of the American Nurses Association, serving on the board as past president and current vice president of the Michigan Nurses Association and Sigma Theta Tau Alpha Psi International. She has served and continues to serve on many community service organizations. She's been married to William Holland for 62 years, and they have 3 adult children who have gifted them with 6 amazing grandchildren. Besides playing in a golf league, was that a nursing skill you learned? And belonging to 2 book clubs, Myrna enjoys reuniting annually with her class of 1962 nurse classmates. So please join me in welcoming Myrna Holland.
I didn't realize she was going to say all that about me. Good morning. It's so good to see you. And good morning to Dean Small and the faculty. Nice to meet all of you. Welcome to the family and friends and our most esteemed class of the Michigan State University College of Nursing, class of 2025. Congratulations. There's lots of folks waiting to welcome your knowledge, your skills, your caring voices, your soothing hands, your smiling faces. You're needed and wanted, and they're anxiously awaiting your arrival. It would be fun really to be out there and talking to you individually to hear your stories of how you got to this point in your life. Why a second degree? Why a BSN now? What being a Spartan and becoming an RN means to you. However, I was asked to tell my story, so you have to listen to that, and share that with the possibility of broadening your perspective with a little history and maybe a few ways to navigate your future in nursing. I don't remember wanting to be anything but a nurse. As a child, the only nurse I really knew was Miss Judy. She gave me my allergy shots, and I loved her. She was wonderful. She never really seemed to hurt me, and she always gave me a sucker when we were finished. When I was 5, I had my tonsils removed, and I was so excited to be able to bring them home in a jar to show to my friends. That actually was an outpatient procedure back in 1945, turned into a hospital procedure, and now an outpatient again. Never know what comes around. That OR suite was in the building of where my doctor was, and I was home by nightfall. I had a nurse's uniform that my mom made for me with a cap. I read books that I could find about nurses, fiction and nonfiction. It was actually from a novel that I learned that you could go to college to be a nurse. I wasn't a counselor. They didn't know anything about it. And I thought, ooh, that sounds exciting. Here's an opportunity for you, though. I started looking for books for teenagers and kids about nursing. They're not out there unless you want to read about Clara Barton and Florence Nightingale. And there's a few Cherry Ames around. Anyway, college sounded so much more exciting than a diploma program with all-girls school. And so I started applying to baccalaureate programs. I ended up choosing state because it was not too far from home. I lived in northern Indiana. And they gave me a scholarship. I was so grateful to the many loyal Spartans who've donated to the scholarship fund and allowed me to get my college education. I started paying that gift forward a few years later in 1969. I checked with the development office, and my first donation was to the College of Nursing Scholarship Fund. It was a whopping $5. You too can become a nurse philanthropist. I checked, and there's no set dollar amount, just your commitment of time or money to a nonprofit. It's kind of fun to say I'm a retired RN and philanthropist. When I started in 1958, the School of Nursing was located in Gilmore Hall. There was no visit spot, no. And we were with the Vet Med School. There were no simulation labs. And just Mrs. Chase, who was a life-size doll. It was kind of floppy. And we poked and prodded and positioned her, kind of practiced a few things. I gave my first real injection to my fundamentals instructor. And later, I volunteered to be the patient for learning how to pass a nasogastric tube. My classmates still kind of do that same thing. And it was inserted by an instructor, different one than I gave the shot to. I learned a lot from that procedure and that experience, and became particularly skilled in passing NG tubes. During the 4 years, and including 3 full summer terms, we had clinical experiences all around the state. St. Luke's in Saginaw, Pontiac State Hospital, which no longer exists, Children's Hospital, the building's gone, and Detroit VNA. We found rides back to campus on most weekends. I think that those variations in settings, while annoying at times, strengthened our adaptability, which is so essential in nursing as we care for individuals and communities with differing needs and reactions despite the same disease or treatment. Our pinning ceremony was like yours, filled with pride and excitement to get started, but there were a few differences. First, there were only 15 of us. We had started out with 100 almost in fundamentals as freshmen, which would be a totally unacceptable thing at this point in time. But organic chemistry had been our pandemic, knocked out a lot. We also lacked diversity. There were all white women in our early 20s in identical white uniforms. And instead of mortarboards, we wore these. Still have it. Actually, it was slightly different. They changed it so it could have a band on it. It's green if you can't tell. And then came 63 years of nursing practice, and along with 62 years of marriage, 3 children, and 6 delightful grandchildren. Going through all those memories made getting today was a fun journey down memory lane. But narrowing down all my wisdom, I'm supposed to give you wisdom, was a little bit difficult in 10 minutes. Besides grad school, I worked really in 2 hospitals, as she said. And I had probably, though, about at least 8 job titles during that period of time. Besides being a bedside clinician, i.e. staff nurse, which is really a title that does a disservice, I think, to what work we do. I've been a faculty member in an associate's degree program, staff development instructor and director of med-surg and psych, director for rehab nursing, for quality assurance, which moved to quality assessment, which moved to performance improvement. And in many of those, and special projects was tacked on. Those included being co-chair of the hospital ethics committee, coordinator for clinical placements for areas of schools of nursing, a diabetes outpatient program, joint commission coordinator, patient satisfaction survey coordinator, representing only a very small fraction of all the ways to be a nurse. And it really doesn't end when you retire. Since then, I've been a volunteer at the hospital's hospitality house, worked with the food pantry, taught advanced directive classes. And I'm the vice president of the A&A Michigan Foundation, which is currently raising money for advanced degree scholarships to specifically address faculty shortage. There have been so many wonderful people and experiences and lessons learned as I've moved through those jobs. Yeah, there were bad days. Staffing was awful. And there will be for you too. Throughout nursing today, there's a great concern about burnout, but there are so many good days. Cherish them and find ways to replicate them. Take care of each other. Be a nurse's nurse. When talking to some nurse friends about today and what I might say, all of them spontaneously told me, tell them not to leave the profession if they get tired of what they're doing, but look for their niche, another passion in nursing. Try a different unit, try a different specialty, try a different organization. So as you start your new pathway, here are a few other little bits of advice that may add comfort to your journey and may not have been in your curriculum. First, join and participate in your professional organization, ANA. The members and my experiences in that group have enriched my career and my life immeasurably. I found most people don't like change. It's always been this way, dear. We've always done it this way. If you want to make changes, it's important to involve your most resistant folks in the planning at the very beginning. Look for the what's in it for me element. Volunteer to be on committees that are going to be involved in making changes to nursing and affecting your work. Or make sure that there is a nurse that's there. It was really alarming for me to read that it takes almost 17 years to integrate research into practice. So see what you can do about that, please. There's a growing body of evidence that 12-hour shifts for hospital nurses contribute to job dissatisfaction and to safety issues. I know you love them, but think about it. Voting is a social determinant of health. Periodically ask to join people at lunch that you don't know. It's important to create friends throughout the organization that you're in. It's nice to have the HR director or the maintenance man or the pharmacy tech as an ally. And as well, you promote a culture of friendliness for your entire organization as you're able to say hi and smile as you walk down the hall. Remember, nurses created Nurses Week. Use it to recruit and to promote nurses. When it's National Pickle Week, the pickle manufacturers do not expect presents. They spend their time letting you know how important pickles are to your life. No one starts the day thinking, I think I will do a med-error today, commit a med-error today. So continuously examine your systems and your processes. Cultivate colleagues who help you remember why you love being a nurse. And never identify yourself as, I'm just a nurse. Makes me cringe. Be proud. You've worked hard to be a licensed professional who has leadership and critical thinking skills. Use your RN credential when you write your letters to the editor, when you write to a legislator, or to a manager of administration. And lastly, action is the antidote to despair. Do something. And lastly, I'd like for you to imagine yourself giving this address in 60 years from now. Imagine what changes will have occurred and how you will have participated. I have no doubt that your changes will have contributed to the better of the planet because you are nurses, you are Spartans. Go green.
Oh my goodness. I want to say, building on what she talked about, think about all the things that she has done. A bachelor's degree in nursing is like walking through the threshold to anything you want to do. I think right now there's somewhere between 12 and 15 advanced practice specialties in nursing alone, and that's not even talking about leadership and healthcare administration and a variety of other things. This is your first step, so go out and be proud and practice. Learn as much as you can, and then decide what else you want to do. So thank you, Myrna, for sharing all of that. I appreciated seeing that hat. I got rid of mine probably 3 weeks into the job, and I was very happy about that. it. But anyway, a prominent moment in the life of a nurse is the pinning ceremony. I can remember having my pinning ceremony many, many years ago. We are proud to continue that tradition today with our summer 2025 graduates. This ceremony provides the opportunity to recognize each individual graduate and conduct a special, time-honored ritual in the nursing profession. The Michigan State University pin is very unique to our college, and it signifies the special status of our graduates. The pins our graduates received today were from a generous donation from the alumni and friends of the College of Nursing who participated in a Pin Pals program. So if you have the $5 later, that may be something you think about contributing to because it gives someone else a pin. This program supports the cost associated with the pinning of our baccalaureate graduates, and in so doing, links Spartan Nursing donors, to our newest Spartan nurses in a very significant way. So another Spartan nurse has given you that pin. Dr. Jeanette Tenafranca and Dr. Rhonda Connor-Warren in the College of Nursing faculty will have the honor of pinning each of our graduates today. At this time, would candidates please follow the direction of Ms. Dawn Dwar, academic advisor, after being individually recognized in the ceremony. Please be seated once you have crossed the stage and had your pictures taken. We now welcome Ms. Jessica Kneer, Assistant Director of Advising and Enrollment, to the microphone to announce the graduates as they walk across the stage.
Joseph Ross Price. Paulita Biute. Jessica Lynn Rickard. Amber Anita Coulter Hickey. Alexis Zane Reinhardt. Nancy Joanna Zamora Cifuentes. Vico Gertrude Mombiro. Michelle Nicole Golombieski. Renee Elizabeth Sedmak. Jaya Siobhan Johnson. Dejanae Gadsden. Ava Grace Edwards. Emily Megan Carlos. Grace Marcel Sargent. Emily Marguerite Vidu. Anna Grace Conforti. Leah Sandra Marsh. Dylan Gandalf Haller. Anissa Grace Zarik. Mackenzie Krieger Kalis. Ethan Marcus Nowakowski. Shannon Sherelle Bullock. Mecca Iman Doggett. Andrew Ugo Chukwu. Madeline Elise Sale. Cassidy Marie Hollenbeck. Faith Kathleen Newton. Megan Jane McDade. Grace Elizabeth Wright. Olivia Grace Helmholt. Amber Joy Clampfer. Madison Lila Marie O'Brien. Alyssa Leanne Long Greenman. Jesse Edward Westmeyer Jr. Evan Lee DeYoung. Mark Kenneth Connolly. Samrina Ahmed. Iris Cutetti. Michaela Elizabeth Matologen. Marissa Ann Tony. Madison Ann Paulus. Peyton J. Marquardt. Nicole Jang Kong. Samantha Marie Gottberg. Lauren Amanda Sutherland. Natalie Ruth Miller. Maya Grace Strong. Kira Arvanites. Shia Yu Lee. Nicholas Paul Bohr. Antonio Joseph Pisto. Spencer William Murphy. Olivia Ann Johnson, RN. Leona Grace Follett, RN. Jakayla Celeste Marie Sharp. Allison Jean Morrison. Nicole Marie Moss. Mackenzie Nicole O'Toole. Janine C. Bassett. Divya Bahen Rana.
Will the baccalaureate candidates please rise? This ceremony represents the culmination of this educational journey, but I'm sure you'll have more, and the beginning of a career of service. It is an achievement worthy of celebration, and we are here this morning to celebrate with each of you. This semester, you completed the academic requirements for a challenging program of study, the Bachelor of Nursing program, and we applaud you for your hard work, commitment, and dedication. Each of you sought nursing as your chosen profession for a reason. Keep that reason close to you. Remember it on your very hard days and keep it close to your heart. Remember your why. Wear your nursing pin with pride. Look at it and remember this day and what you'll do in the future. Know that you will forever be a part of the Michigan State University College of Nursing. Let's give them another hand. You can please be seated now. Dr. Kathy Poindexter, Interim Associate Academic Dean for Academic Affairs, will now recognize members of the graduating class who have gone above and beyond, inside and outside of the classroom.
Thank you, Dean Small. And they always know I don't like to stick to scripts, but I just want to say this is the best part of the ceremony. Not only do I get to recognize those that went above and beyond, inside and out, but I want to reinforce what Dean Small shared. This is one of the most difficult degrees. And each one of you, I don't know if you know it, I'm sure you do, this is one of the most rigorous BSN programs we have in this college. And the fact that you completed it, not only survived it, but you thrived. And we want to commend every single one of you. And for that, you applaud each other. Please join me. You never cease to amaze me. So to move on with that, I do get to announce and demonstrate those Spartan nurses that have truly demonstrated exemplary leadership in the classroom and in the professional community. Let us take this opportunity to recognize and honor those students who have exhibited an extraordinary commitment to service and to scholarship. First is our Outstanding Student Award. Every semester, we pay tribute to graduates who not only completed their academic programs successfully, but were recognized by their peers and faculty for their outstanding scholastic achievements. The selection of the recipient for the Outstanding Student Award is based on academic leadership, scholarship, and clinical practice. Students are nominated by faculty and peers and selected by the undergraduate program committee. And this year, to no surprise, we are proud to honor Joe Price as the Summer 2025 Outstanding Student. The Spirit Award. The Summer 2025 Spirit Award recognizes a student from each of our 2 campus locations who has inspired their classmates and fostered positive energy in their classrooms. Joe Price represents the East Lansing classroom. Joe. And Paulita Butte. Stand up. She kept everyone going in the Detroit cohort classroom, so thank you both. Next, there are many graduates that we really do want to recognize today, so students, again, please stand when appropriate. The next are members of what we call our Student Advisory Council. Nursing students at all levels can represent their classmates on the Student Advisory Council. And in addition, the Student Advisory Council advises our administrators and our faculty on curriculum and students' needs, and I promise you, we listen. Will the graduates who have served on the Student Advisory Council please stand to be recognized today? They were your voice, and I guarantee they did it with professionalism. Nursing Student Association members. Students who participate in the Nursing Student Association are dedicated to ongoing professional development. Members of this organization participate in service projects and continuous leadership training to grow as a student and a professional in nursing. Will members of the Nursing Student Association please stand to be recognized? I think you went to nationals too and presented, didn't you? Now, Dr. Krista Walker, my esteemed colleague, she is the Assistant Dean for DEI in our college, and she will recognize members of the graduating class along with the faculty advisors who participate in student engagement groups. Please, Dr. Walker.
Thank you, Dr. Poindexter. We want to take a moment to reflect on the values that make Michigan State University College of Nursing a place of growth and excellence. MSU College of Nursing is deeply committed to fostering an environment where everyone can thrive. Our commitment to excellence is evident in our student engagement groups, who play an essential role in strengthening our community, promoting collaboration, and upholding the values we carry forward as nurses. These groups contribute to a culture of innovation, professionalism, and service. These groups not only enhance our collective culture, but also promote creativity, innovation, and opportunity, values that we as future nurses carry with us into the world. Today, we take time to recognize three student engagement groups that have made significant contributions to our community. I ask that the members and faculty advisors of these groups please stand and be recognized. Men in Nursing Student Association. Black Student Nurses Association. And LGBTQ and Allies Student Association. These groups, with the guidance of their faculty advisors, embody MSU's College of Nursing core values, upholding excellence both within our college and in the healthcare field. Their collective work ensures that we are not only developing skilled nurses, but compassionate ones who are committed to serving communities in need. Let's give a round of applause to these groups for their dedication to inclusive excellence and for the example of leadership they set in healthcare.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rockner, and thank you to all of the students who participated in those groups. Now, I get to introduce the student speaker. I am pleased to introduce a student speaker. I think you heard his name before, Mr. Joe Price. He currently works, and he calls East Lansing his home. Joe was motivated to switch to nursing while he was working in another field during the pandemic when he began to assist his mom managing her diabetes and discovered that he enjoyed it. That experience inspired him to switch careers and pursue nursing. Joe discovered over the course of the nursing program that he enjoys working with critically ill patients, which led him to take a position as a patient care tech in the CVICU, for those that's cardiovascular, unit at University of Michigan, Sparrow Hospital, and he plans to continue in critical care nursing after graduation. While in the accelerated program, Joe served on the Student Advisory Council as a representative for the ABSN cohort. He also volunteered at the Salis Center in East Lansing and plans to host a weekly game night after graduation. Interesting. Joe would like to acknowledge his best friend, Kate Grady, and her family. He would never have attempted this journey without their support, and he is deeply grateful. Let's hear what Joe has to say.
Good morning, everyone. First, I'd like to acknowledge the leadership joining us today. Dean Small, Associate Dean Poindexter, our esteemed faculty and staff. Thank you for your guidance, patience, and belief in us through every twist and turn on this journey. To our families, thank you. To our families, friends, partners, and mentors, thank you. Thank you for cheering us on during our late night study sessions, for allowing us to vent after our tough clinical days, for helping us keep our sanity through exams. You've been our foundation, shaping each of us into the nurses we are becoming. Thank you. To my classmates, we did it. From our first day in the Granger lab to our final preceptorships, we've experienced every emotion under the sun: fear, joy, frustration, pride, and hope. And we've done it together. We've shared notes, stories, tissues for blowing noses, not for crying. Well, sometimes for crying. And we've shared, most importantly, food. For those of you who brought cookies, Evan, you are the real MVPs, and I sincerely hope you never stop. This cohort has braved unique challenges, some personal and some together. Many of you were here during that difficult February in 2023 when our campus changed forever, and yet you persisted, you stayed strong. Nearly all of you navigated the uncertainty and isolation of a pandemic during your formative educational years. And not only did you endure, but you stepped into a program known for its intensity and its rigor. You took these hardships and turned them into compassion, service, and a drive to help others. You were some of the most resilient, brilliant, and compassionate people I've ever known, and I am in awe of you every day. In one of our first lectures, Professor Vermeesh, who's seated on the stage, described nursing as both an art and a science. I understood the science part right away, but the art didn't really click for me at the time. Now, after hundreds of hours of clinicals with all of you, I see it everywhere. The art of nursing lives in the quiet human spaces between tasks and test results. It's in the way we stand beside a family as they wrestle with the hardest decisions of their lives. It's in the way we notice a patient who has been here for weeks, and we take a few extra minutes to remind them that they're not forgotten. The art isn't a lecture or a chart. It's something you carry in your voice, your patience, and in the way you show up when it matters the most. Speaking of showing up, I want to leave you with a challenge. When the moment comes, and it will, when doing the right thing feels uncomfortable or unpopular, I hope you choose to do it anyway. I'll be honest, I haven't always been brave in those moments. I have this lifelong affliction of always wanting to be well-liked, and that sometimes means I stay quiet to avoid rocking the boat. So here's my challenge to all of us. Rock the boat. Even if it makes waves, even if it gets messy, stand up for people who need it, especially when no one else will. We won't always get it perfect, but we can promise to try. This year, we celebrate the 75th anniversary of MSU's College of Nursing. What began in 1950 with just 10 students has grown into a vibrant community of over 750 students, 9,500 alumni, dedicated faculty and staff, and a nationally recognized leader in nursing education and research. As Spartan nurses, we've embraced the college's mission to advance the health of individuals and communities through inclusive and equitable education, research, scholarship, and practice. And we carry forward its vision to be a transformative force in reducing health disparities, not just in Michigan, but across the nation. Over the past 15 months, we've celebrated successes, we've navigated challenges, and learned more than we ever thought could be possible in such a short period of time. We are part of something bigger than ourselves, and this anniversary reminds us that we stand on the shoulders of those who came before us, ready to shape the next 75 years. We're entering a field that desperately needs bold, thoughtful, compassionate voices. And I can't think of a better group of Spartan nurses to rise to that challenge. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you, and go green.
Thank you, Joe. Boy, you can tell why he's so inspirational. At this time, Dr. Mary Kay Smith, past president of Alpha Psi chapter of Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society for Nursing, will offer her remarks.
Thank you, Dean Small. I think I drew the short straw, and I have to follow Joe in that wonderful inspirational speech. As Dean Small mentioned, I previous president of Alpha Psi and currently vice president, I'm circling back around here, chapter of Sigma Theta Tau here at Michigan State. First of all, on behalf of our chapter, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you on your accomplishments and welcome you to the profession of nursing. For those of you who may not be familiar with Sigma Theta Tau, it was founded in 1922 by 6 nursing students at Indiana University, with the Alpha Psi chapter here at Michigan State being established in 1969. Sigma Theta Tau is one of the largest professional organizations in the world, with over 100,000 members globally. Huge. This includes clinical nurses, administrators, academic nurse educators, researchers, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and others working to fulfill the organization's vision of connected, empowered nurse leaders transforming global healthcare. The Sigma Theta Tau organizational call to action asks us to represent as we commit to a caring culture, cultivate humility, and champion contemporary practice. Considering the global footprint and respect for the profession, we are well positioned to accomplish this. The next decade is certain to be challenging. We will be tested by fiscal constraints and uncertainties, inequities in care, chronic health conditions, the silver tsunami, migration of nurses, the list goes on. As nurse leaders, it is important for you to represent in your own unique way. Participate in collective change in our shared world. This is our collective time to influence a future that is different from today. You are Spartan nurses. You will undoubtedly represent. Membership to Alpha Psi chapter at MSU is open to students of nursing baccalaureate programs, nursing graduate study programs, and community leaders meeting eligibility requirements. For those of you who are graduating and not yet a member, please consider reaching out to Alpha Psi or your local chapter, wherever that may be, to join this esteemed community of nursing leaders. In closing, I would like to take this opportunity to recognize the 2025 Sigma Theta Tau inductees. Please stand. Thank you. Congratulations. New members of Sigma Theta Tau International are identified as they wear purple and white honor cords. I would also like to recognize all members of the Alpha Psi chapter of Sigma Theta Tau, in addition to members of other chapters. Please stand. Congratulations again. Go forth and represent.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. The College of Nursing Alumni Association would like to also offer their congratulations to our graduates. Dr. Kimberly Jones, a member of the Nursing Alumni Association and DNP Adult Gerontology Clinical Nurse Specialist graduate, will now offer her remarks. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Jones.
Good morning. I'm here today on behalf of Michigan State University Alumni Association, including the College of Nursing Alumni Board, to offer our sincerest congratulations on your amazing achievement. You know, think about it. You guys have been Spartan nurses, student nurses for a long time. You guys can go buy those alumni shirts now. Like, that's pretty cool. 8,000 graduates have come before you, and we all welcome you to the Spartan Nurse family. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge other Spartan nurses that are here today. If you're an alumnus of the college, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. Today you shine. You have within you the best preparation, knowledge, and compassion for patients within you. We know this to be true because you've done all that was required of you: the exams, the physical assessment, the clinical hours, and so much more. You've studied hard and proven your ability to be the professional nurses that make MSU so very proud. You've also been gifted with legacy of excellence from the College of Nursing, one that you will carry forth, and you will spread that wisdom to all that you care for. A legacy is a gift, one that's given to us by those who came before us, those who established the path that we now follow. They include my fellow board members, faculty, and staff members who work in this caring environment, your friends and your family who all knew you could do this. Their support has been invaluable, and today they also shine with you. We ask that you stay connected. Apparently, you've been given a challenge here to rock the boat. So as you guys are out there rocking the boat and making waves, share those stories, share your successes, share your challenges. We'll be right here waiting to hear from you. You've made it. That's a great feeling, I know. Congratulations, and keep shining. And don't forget to take us with you.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Nurses are on the front lines of healthcare, and they are the largest healthcare workforce. Currently, the statistic has recently changed. For every physician, there are 5 nurses necessary to care for those patients. You are the workforce. Now you will join 5.2 million registered nurses of this nation. Our Spartan nurses are very well educated, hardworking, and dedicated to optimal health care of each and every one of their patients. You are determined to make a difference, and I'm certain that you will. The faculty, staff, and I could not be prouder of the summer 2025 graduates. On behalf of the College of Nursing faculty and staff, congratulations to our graduates and their families and friends and loved ones. As Spartan nurses, we know that you will represent the College of Nursing and the nursing profession with high integrity as you provide exemplary health care. As we close our ceremony, please join me in thanking the Lansing Concert Band Brass Quintet. And I now ask all graduates, guests, and faculty to please stand as you're able and join us in singing the first stanza of the Michigan State University alma mater, MSU Shadows, followed by the MSU Fight Song. Before we begin, we respectfully request that our guests be seated and remain in their place at the end while the faculty platform party and students have exited. Students will join their guests following a traditional recessional that we do. Refreshments will be available after the ceremony concludes. Once again, congratulations.